Hello again, Kristi Noem, Yankee farm wife here. I see you are committed to defending your wholesale slaughter of your family pets. I'm afraid I have more questions. Perhaps our differences are regional, me being from New England and you from the much wilder western region of South Dakota. But I'm always open to learning new things. I will persist in trying to understand you. I read that when you put down your 3 old horses a few weeks back, you dug their grave in the gravel pit of despair and led them into it before you executed them. Did you have a veterinarian come out and humanely euthanize them? Or did you execute them the way you did Cricket and the goat with no name? And if you indeed did execute them, was it point blank to the head because you learned your lesson from the jumping goat? Have you acquired pockets, and were they stuffed with extra shells so no one writhed and bleated in pain while you trotted back to your truck and got more? I guess what I really want to know is if you are trainable or have learned from your mistakes. Because if you're not trainable, karma may have a gravel pit of despair with your name on it. When you decided to liquidate the ill-fated trio because they were no longer useful to you as rodeo horses, did you ever consider giving them a sweet retirement for all the hard work they did for you? I know it takes extra effort to care for old horses. You can't just turn them out because their teeth are worn down and they roll their grass into big blunts and spit them out. Like 32-year-old Teddy here, they have to be fed soaked grain and soaked forager multiple times a day or they slowly starve to death. Not good. We have a half dozen old timers here who get that special treatment because we love them and they deserve that. Was that too much to ask for horses who literally busted their asses for you racing barrels all those years? Also, were these horses forced to watch the ones before them get snuffed and then stand in terror knowing they were next to get picked off by the person they loved and trusted? This is just idle curiosity, of course. I have these questions because I'm wondering if I'm doing this all wrong. You see, when our animals get old, we tend to pamper them even more, make them special meals and treats. We check on them multiple times a day, and we call our friend the veterinarian if we are worried about them. Fitz here is 32. He hasn't worked for 18 years since we rescued him when he pinched a nerve in his back and could no longer perform as a pulling horse. We haven't asked him to do a damn thing since we got him. He already worked hard enough before. Am I wrong to spend all this time and money pampering him? Oh, look, a cigar. Now that's a nice blunt. And when our horse's quality of life falls apart, we normally call the veterinarian to come out after we've contacted all of the people who have loved our horses over the years. Then we stay with them while they are injected and peacefully fall asleep, telling them how much they are loved and how we will miss them, and we will meet them again at the Rainbow Bridge. Only then do we dig a grave, because it seems that putting them in one while they're still alive is, to be blunt, rather rude. I may be a 63-year-old Meemaw harboring some silly, newfangled ideas, so if you're right and I'm wrong, please correct me. I promise I'm trainable. In any case, I eagerly await your response. Sincerely, the Yankee farm wife.